you so much for tuning in today. The topic today is why kids need to understand the why of reading. So when kids enter school, and if you're a parent or a teacher, you know this, they're constantly, why? And after a while, we get annoyed and we stop them from asking that question. And especially in the classroom, because all those whys can get a little irritating. And sometimes we don't know why as teachers. I really believe that kids should truly understand the why behind what they're doing. Because if they don't understand the why, then they're not going to choose to do it. It's not going to make sense to them, and it's not going to seem that important to them. Kids really need to understand the why. So when I'm working with kids in the classroom, it's not just good enough for me for them to know the right answer. They really need to understand the why behind it, because the why really gives them that solid foundation for the reasons behind what they're doing. So when kids, if I ask kids, is this an open syllable or a closed syllable? One kid will say closed, and I'll say, well, no. And the other kid will say open, and I'll say yes. Well, obviously it was 50-50. They had a pretty good chance of guessing one of the others. But all the kids I work with know my next question, which is going to be why. And why is an open syllable? They would need to tell me the reasons. I don't want random memorization and guessing. I want them to be able to take this concept and apply it to the thousands and thousands and thousands of words that they're going to see in the future when I'm not there with them. They need to be able to explain it to themselves to see why it makes sense. It'll help them to spell, it'll help them to read, it'll help them to transfer information from one word to another, and that is extremely important. When we talk about why to use an R at the beginning of a word or WR, and when I tell kids that a WR means to twist, it opens up so much for them, because instead of just having to memorize wrist, they know, oh, a wrist twist, so that's WR. If I write with my wrist, so that's going to be WR. If I have to wring something out versus a ring on my finger, that is going to be a WR if I'm twisting something, and it's going to be an R if it's just a circle. So when kids start to see the reasons behind all these things that people have been for years making them memorize, they have to memorize less, they internalize more, they get more out of it, and they feel like they're doing something more meaningful because it makes sense to them. So the next time your child or your student asks why, try to figure it out.